people I'd like to thank, and I just wanted to say that I'm blessed that I have so many important people in my life that I actually have to apologize for the length of my speech. I'd like to start off by thanking my parents, first off, for throwing this amazing party. Every decoration that you see, every little detail from the kisses on the table, to the candy table, to all the signs and decorations, that's all thanks to my parents. When my brother and I were in Hong Kong and traveling, my parents worked day and night to make sure that we had this amazing party, and we have a lot more in store. So I just wanted to thank them for already throwing this amazing grad party. But besides that, I want to thank both of them for, above all else, sticking beside me through everything. Whether it's tough times or good times, they've always been someone I can come to first. I'll talk about my mom first, individually. To echo what my dad says, she's been a true inspiration and a rock. The most inspiring thing that she's done is getting her master's through all the tragedy that we've gone through and continuing her education to get that master's degree. I've never felt more pride than sitting at the University of Maryland watching my mom walk across the stage and receive her master's degree. On top of that, she's also someone I can talk to, I can watch TV shows with, and who always takes me to Bollywood movies in the movie theater.
Aww.
People a lot of times tell me that I'm as pretty as my mother, and if that's even a fraction true, I'm so blessed because she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
Aww.
Now on to my dad. As he mentioned earlier, my brother and I took a trip to Bangladesh just 2 weeks ago. And one thing that surprised me was how many people told me that I walk exactly like my dad. Though they meant it literally in the sense that we both walk on our toes, in a figurative sense, I find that to be one of the greatest compliments I could have ever received. There's no greater than honor than following in the footsteps of such a great man. Anyone who knows me and who knows my father can tell that I am Ivan Rahman's daughter. I get so much from him, every little thing in my personality. Even things like how to eat a steak with horseradish and au jus. And most importantly, my dad is the reason why to this day, I'm a die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan. And above all else, his journey has been so inspiring. The fact that he loves me and my brother so much, thank you, that it pushed him to recover and to try hard every day to get to the point where he is today is nothing short of a miracle. And speaking for both my parents, I just want to thank them for all the good values that they've given me and for always supporting me no matter what. The next person I'd like to thank is my Nana. She's here, she's right there.
Yeah.
Pretty much every year, she's come from Bangladesh and spent a majority of the year with us. Besides for my parents, she's practically the woman who raised me. She taught me how to cook. She changed my diapers and cleaned me when I was young. And she even likes to watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette like I do. I'm so grateful that I get to spend so much of my life being in the same home with her, with such a beautiful and caring woman, one of the nicest women I know. Another person who's also here is my cousin Faisal Vaya. He's over there. He has been such a big part of me and my brother's lives, especially in the last couple of years. I always look forward to your visits. We always go to the movies together or watch Netflix. But the most important thing I'm grateful for is thank you for teaching me how to drive. All my friends who've been in the car with me, he's the one to thank for why I drive the way I do.
Sorry.
I'd also like to take a moment to talk about people who couldn't be here today. Both of my dad's parents could not make it today, but they were both people who have always been so loving, and I hope that I make them proud every day. I never expected to find such joy than the first time I saw them when I landed in Bangladesh a few weeks ago. My brother and I walked into my dada's bedroom, and he sprung up from the bed in excitement. I had never seen such joy and glee in someone's eyes, and I soaked up every moment in those short few days. Also, my mother's father also could not make it. Though I never got the chance to meet him, I know from all the stories that not only my mom, but anyone who had the pleasure of meeting me has told me that he was someone extremely intelligent and successful, and his legacy has inspired me to push myself every day. The final person I'd like to acknowledge who isn't here is my fufu. As some of you know, she passed away this past spring. It's only been a few months, but I miss her terribly. Sitara Hawk. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So, I'm not exaggerating when I say that I don't think a single person loved me and my brother more than she did. Every single Eid and most New Year's, Thanksgivings, I always look forward to seeing her, to her hugs and her smiles, and her excitement to see us every time. And I still miss her. I'd also like to thank all the uncles and aunties here today. That's most of you. I just wanted to thank you for creating such an exciting and warm environment for me and my brother to grow up in. It's such a unique experience that we've had that a lot of other kids didn't have, that we've had like the chance to look forward to going to a dawat or a party every weekend. Thank you for welcoming us into your homes constantly. Thank you for always commenting nice things on my mom's Facebook posts. Thank you for always taking an interest in my education and who I'm becoming. And above all, thank you for making me feel smart and beautiful, always with your compliments and your love. Next, I'd like to thank my friends. They're over here. They're all over here. So, moving to Virginia was really scary when I moved 3 years ago, but I want to thank all my friends for creating such a warm and exciting environment. I wouldn't trade these last 3 years for anything in the world. Thank you for all the laughs and the memories. Even though I can't thank you all individually because we do have lunch soon. First, I want to thank Tanya. She was right, we've only known each other for less than a year. And again, she was right in saying that within our first phone conversation, we knew each other instantly. It was crazy how meeting through mutual friends, and I found someone that I feel like I've known my whole life. And we've gotten so close so quickly. I'll never stop reminding you how beautiful you are and how capable you are of everything. I'd also like to thank my best friend, Trisha. She's also someone who I clicked with right away. We met 3 years ago in dance class by being assigned next to each other in the first arrangement of the year and constantly disrupting the class by making each other laugh. And that has described our friendship since those years, constantly making each other laugh every day. Okay, the last person I'd like to thank, oh wait, I have one more. So I want to thank Tanya, Celeste, Neha, Anu, Abby, Nathan, Miles, and Yosef for dancing. We have dances coming up. Thank you for putting up with my practices, coming almost every day, and being so driven. We have some great dances for you guys coming up, and thank you for being caring enough to put yourself out there and listen to me boss you around. Okay, now the last person. So the most important person I'd like to thank is my little brother, Ian. A lot of people ask if me and my brother are close. And I like to say that I may have been born on November 23rd, 2000, but my life didn't start until November 15th, 2002, because that's the day that God gave me my best friend. I'm so honored to be big sister to someone so incredible. I love him so much. Even though I'm only 2 years older, I still look at him as a little baby. And even though we grow at the same pace, I still can't believe how big he's gotten, how smart he's gotten. And I still surprise myself with how I'm able to love him more every day. I could go on for the rest of the party about him, but I think he knows how I feel, so I just want to say thank you all for coming, for being a part of this special day, and enjoy lunch.